I turned the wrong slider up. You got to be kidding me. No, for real. I like turned the volume up, but it was on the wrong slider. I hate this because if somebody clicks on this live stream, then the first thing they see is me talking with no audio. Apparently, it doesn't make that big a difference though. People still watch, and they watch for quite a while, so that's great. But yeah, oh my gosh, that's why I specifically didn't do a waiting period for the stream is because I didn't want to come in on nothing and I messed my audio up again. I actually went and turned it up, but I turned up the wrong slider. It was the desktop audio slider and not the mic audio. Oh my gosh, I'm such a doofus. Anyways, yeah, so today I'm going to be listing a bunch of stuff on eBay. Some unopened products, some packs, and some some singles, some baseball, some basketball, probably some football in here somewhere. But and kind of just sharing tips on the best way to do listings on eBay and best practices for how to rank highest on an eBay listing. So if somebody's searching for that card, how to get the highest ranking over time, how to kind of manage your channel and be a good eBay seller, and eBay rewards that. So interested in getting into that. Jesse, I'm not doing this on purpose, I swear. I'm really that like clumsy. I turned the volume up, but it was on the desktop audio, not on the mic audio. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I just do this for you, bud. I just do this for you to get a kick, to be able to tell me to turn my mic on. Anyways, yeah, so this is what we've got. A bunch of, like I said, I'll get into all this, but there is like a bunch of stuff here. And a lot of these, I'm going to be creating listings, but I'm not going to be, I'll create draft listings. So draft listing is like you create a listing, but you don't go live with it. Like you don't actually list the card or the product or whatever. So a lot of this baseball, I'm not going to be listing this for sale until either getting closer to baseball season or until during baseball season. A lot of the stuff that I'll go ahead and list will be basketball. I really don't want to list anything. That's what sucks is like, especially right now with the way the market is and how well everything's selling. Like I just feel like I'm losing money anything that I sell because it's just going to go up. It's not going to be like that forever, but definitely through, oh man, I don't know. Like through the middle of baseball season at least, I would expect the market to stay pretty strong. I think once basketball season's over and football season's over, there's going to be a lot of sell-off in people that just deal in basketball and football. I think a lot of money's going to carry over into baseball, but not all of it. So I could see midway through baseball season kind of the market in general going down. So I definitely like most of my basketball stuff is like Hall of Famers. Kevin Garnett's getting ready to go in, Shaq, but I can't keep everything. Like I got to sell some stuff. So go ahead and make some listings and put some stuff up for sale. If I wanted to show you all this, there is a pretty cool auction I'm following right now that ends in like an hour. This guy here, and I will drop the eBay list, the tag in here. But this is just one guy that's got a bunch of like modern basketball rookies that he's selling. John Collins, De'Aaron Fox, Bam Adebayo. This auction, this is just this one guy, and just his auction listings has 186 results. So he's got 186 things at auction right now, and most of them are ending in an hour, basically at 9 o'clock. Well, 9 o'clock Central Time, an hour from now. And the thing that's great about this one is like all this stuff's selling at the same time, so you're probably going to have less competition on, you know, each card individually than what you would have if they were spread out more. But the big thing is that if you go into one of these, like I know on one of them he says it, but I do combine, so that means I do combine shipping. So So if you win multiple auctions from this seller, then then he will just charge you shipping on one. So like instead of $4 on each of these cards, it would probably be $4 on up to 4 cards with top loaders, or 10, or whatever. It's going to be a lot more reasonable. If you win 10 cards, you're probably paying not much more than the regular $4. So that can save you a lot of money, as opposed to like going around and buying these cards one at a time from different buyers and stuff. So always look for that whenever I'm searching out cards. And the way I found this guy is I was looking for Colin Sexton, because my guy Colin Sexton, who I had up as one of my 5 players to watch, to be buying, came out and has just been on fire the last couple of games. Now, what does that mean? I don't know what he's going to do for the rest of the season, but he definitely was on track to get better. Like, he's been getting better every year, and just somebody I think is really exciting to watch. So it was really, it's kind of like you take a lot of pride in. It sounds funny, but it's like I saw this guy, and I feel like I saw him before a lot of other people did. You could have bought. I was looking at his Select Premier Rookie. So an hour left. This is at $17 right now. You probably could have picked these up for $5 a piece a month ago, and or maybe a little more than that. But definitely pretty excited for him. Chris Middleton too, especially Chris Middleton. Like, that's a guy that I felt like has been overlooked for a long time, and he just didn't have the right people around him. And I felt like with Drew Holiday going there, Drew Holiday is an awesome distributor of the ball and very unselfish. And I felt like that was the perfect person to be going to play with Chris Middleton. And so far, so good. I think he had 31 points at the end of the third quarter yesterday or Christmas Day, whatever. But it was a blowout, so they didn't really I don't think he played much in the fourth quarter. Yeah, I'm a boomer, total boomer. Jesse, excited for the stream, just starting looking into how to ship and list stuff, and want to see how you do your stuff. Awesome. I'm glad, because I think there's a lot that I have to offer when it comes to eBay. I had a small personal eBay store, but I always ranked it near the top, and I feel like I have a really good understanding of what it takes to be a good buyer and a good seller on eBay. It's not that complicated, but there are some things that you really need to do. And the main thing is, like, it needs to be looked at long term. Like, if you don't, like, one negative review on your eBay store will hurt you. If you don't have a lot of volume, one negative review will hurt you for a long time. Like, it's hard to get over one negative review. So there's certain things that are really important to keep in mind whenever you're listing stuff on eBay, dealing with eBay. Did I see the flippers get destroyed today? It was beautiful to watch. I did not see the flippers get destroyed today. But I'm glad you're excited about it. So, anyways, if y'all are interested in this auction, I'll put the link in here. Let's see here. So this is the first thing. I have not listed anything on this eBay store yet. So this will be the beginning of doing that. Hopefully I don't have to like set anything more up. I shouldn't have to, but let's see here. Go ahead, go in, list an item. Tell us about your item. I'll start off with this. I'll just start off with these Topps Archive basketball. So 19, when you're listing an item, you want to kind of be somewhat, like, it's weird. Like, you want to be specific but not so specific that you only have so many words to work with. So like if somebody's searching for 1992 Topps basketball cards, then I want them to find this. But if I put too much description, then they won't necessarily. So for instance, on this one, I'm gonna put 1992 Topps archives pack lot, and then parentheses 4, like instead of 4, like it saves a little bit of space, or it just shows up better. Lot of 4, and then these are actually 1981 to 1991 the rookies, so I'll put that in there. To 1991. I feel like that was a terrible description of how to do eBay titles, but anyways, I just put my title in. I hardly ever go off of the recommended. Like a lot of times when you start a new listing, you put it in and they'll like recommend that you use this other listing. I hardly ever do that because I don't know what's in there. So just like this, like no similar item found. Like they'll try to find a similar item that you can base your listing off of, and I don't really like to do that because I don't know what's in that listing. There can be a lot of different things, and I just assume these are brand new, still in the pack. So I will go ahead and just copy this and start that off with the description. Change. So this is if you see this is the description that eBay will automatically generate for you, whether you're on mobile or whether you're on desktop. So all they put in is Topps archive pack. So they put the description, the title, they put the title in, and then they put condition, and then shipped USPS first class. So when you see these descriptions that are like this, a lot of times to me this means somebody's kind of lazy. Like they're giving you as little information as possible. They're not taking the time to give you any extra information whatsoever. So, it is what it is. It's not necessarily a terrible thing, but it is something I notice whenever I'm looking at stuff to buy. I definitely feel a lot better if somebody actually took the time to put some type of details in there. And condition is brand new. Like obviously, I'm gonna elaborate on that, so we don't need that in there. And I'm gonna put, if I was looking, I was gonna buy packs. Like the main thing to me, and you wouldn't have this necessarily with this, but would be people can take and isolate. Like if you've got, say, a modern box that has 2 autographs or relics per box, all right, so you would worry about necessarily that they found their 2 autographs and then they just listed the rest of the packs on there, and I think that's pretty common. But so I'll put 4 packs from a complete sealed box, and I'll probably take a picture of the box before I open it, just so it shows it was in pretty good shape before it was open. Sealed box, shipped USPS first class. I don't know. You don't have to put a whole lot. Package to ensure this item arrives in the same condition that it is shown in this photo. That's a huge thing, especially with collectibles. So whether it's cards or comics or whatever, I pride myself on packaging, like shipping. I want to make sure whatever it is, like I'm taking the time and the care to make sure that shows up and it's not damaged. Like whatever happens with UPS, whatever happens with FedEx or whoever, like I'm going to package that product in a way as to where it's going to arrive in the same condition that it leaves here in. And so that takes a little bit of extra effort, but I'm not going to rely on you. I can't control what UPS does or USPS or whatever. So I just try to control what I can control, and make sure I do the best job I can. And I get a ton of reviews about good packaging, because that really matters to people, and especially in collectibles. Um, and so I take a lot of pride in that, and I think that's important. And people do look at that, so they'll look at that and say, "Oh wow, like this guy has a bunch of reviews." Just here on the first page, like there's a few reviews that specifically call out how good the packaging was, so I can feel assured that what I'm seeing here, I'm going to get back, I'm going to get in the same condition, and I'm not going to have to return it. I'm not going to feel bad about whatever happened. And that's the other thing, is people can return pretty much anything, especially within 2 weeks. Like within 2 weeks, they can return anything. Even if you put no returns, they can still return it. If it's damaged, if there's anything off about it that's not what was shown in the photos, then they can return it. And maybe they, you definitely want to work with people, and just like, basically the customer's always right. That's how you have to look at eBay, is like, even if they're a pain in the butt, like even if they're mean and hateful, like they're always right. Because if you get a bad review on eBay, like it really hurts you big time. Like a lot of people, like they just get on and they're like, they don't care, yada yada yada, like it's just to make some quick money. But if you actually want an eBay store that does decent, that you can keep, because you can't, like, you don't want to just keep opening new accounts. You'll never get any feedback, and a lot of people simply will not buy from somebody that doesn't have much feedback. With the Card Collex store, like, I don't care about that. This is mainly for, like, I mean, it's for selling stuff, but the main reason for having this and not listing stuff on my personal store that I've built up is so that people on the channel can take part in what I'm reviewing, what I'm looking at, what's in the videos and stuff. Like, it's going to sell to a lot of different people, but Armando Balderas, sorry. Hello, checking out your eBay page now. Awesome. Yeah, the Card Collex eBay store hasn't, like, I'm just listing stuff right now. I just started this store specifically for the channel. The link is to an auction that I ran across on eBay that I thought was really cool. There's a bunch of modern rookies. The guy combined shipping, so if you win more than one lot, like, you're not paying shipping on every one of them. One of the big things to put into play there is, say you're doing that and you're bidding on 4 or 5, however many lots from the same seller. Like, don't pay for those right away. Wait until all those auctions end, and then the seller should provide you with a combined shipping invoice. So a combined invoice for all those cards with combined shipping included. If they haven't, after your last auction ends, go ahead and send them a reminder. Hey, could you send me an invoice with combined shipping on the lots from this auction, or these lots that I'm looking at? Or if it's like buy it nows, you might send them a message and say, hey, I'm interested in these different lots that you have available for sale. Will you combine shipping on those? Or, best offers, will you take this amount for these lots? And I get a lot of deals that way. Like, you might have, for instance, like 6 lots that are $25 a piece that would, on average or whatever, that would come up to $150. But if they're all best offers, then break it down, and maybe you can get those probably for like $120 or just whatever. Like, people, especially on combined purchases, they're definitely a lot more willing to make deals and stuff like that, because it's good. It's more sales, it's more money. But Armando, thank you for being here. Really appreciate it, and hope you take something away from this stream. Jesse, do you use standard 4x8 bubble mailers when shipping? 1, no. Normally I don't. I will if it's like just a couple cards in top loaders, or if it's cards in top loaders, if they're protected to the point, and even if it's cards in top loaders, if I'm putting something in a bubble mailer, I'll take like cut out a piece of cardboard and put it behind, or sandwich them in cardboard to put it in a bubble mailer. Like maybe I go like way too far, but I go above and beyond when it comes to packaging to make sure that nothing's damaged, because like I said, I can't control what USPS does. All I can control is how I ship that product. If I ship it right, then there's way less chance that something happens to it. So most of the time, I'm going to use a box with bubble wrap or peanuts or something like that, and to create some type of void in there to where even if it gets dropped or something like that, like it's protected. I will use bubble mailers, but like I said, I'll kind of go a little bit above and beyond, and maybe put some cardboard in there and sandwich them between that or whatever. Now, in the new standard envelope with the plain white envelope shipping with tracking for $1, you're not going to be able to do as much of that. But again, like I recommended, use the thick top loaders and just put your like 100-point top loaders. I think are probably good. Depends on what kind of cards they are, but for 4 cards, you can ship up to 4 cards if it's less than 1/4 of an inch in a standard envelope for between 51 and 91 cents depending on weight. So I'm getting some of those thicker top loaders, and I'll show you those here in a minute. But and then I can just use one of those, put 4 cards in penny sleeves in one of those, and ship them like that. So for instance, hold on here. So like one of those, just a thick top loader. These are actually 120 point, I think. I think 100 point for standard cards will work fine. These are a little bit bigger, and that's fine too. But then I'll take these, and I get these team bags, and all this stuff is in the description, or it should be. Links to all this stuff. These, I really like these. CSP or Collect Save Protect PSA graded card sleeves, okay? But because the reason I really like them is they also work for team bags. Or for like these, you can stick that top loader in there and then fold it over, and it'll keep those cards from coming out and getting damaged. And you don't have to use tape. Tape's kind of a pain in the butt. I don't like using tape. So I like using these. And it looks pretty professional. It looks good. People get it. They can just open it. They don't have to, take the tape off, and then the card or the top loader or whatever has got, tape film all over it, and I don't know. It's the little things, right? So Jesse, do you do any other protection, or just a card and a top loader? Or do not bend stickers too much useless? I don't know. I mean, I don't think they're too much. I don't think it really necessarily hurts. I don't know that I'd buy stickers. Like, I would just write "do not bend." Maybe. I don't normally put that on there. It might sound silly, and it's not necessarily like, it's not a recommendation, but I just get this funny feeling that like I'm taunting the USPS guy that's at the distribution facility that sees that. It's like, "do not bend." You're not going to tell me what to do. All right. So back to our eBay listing. So that's probably what I would just put for those. Like 1992 Topps Archives pack. Lot of 4. 1981 to 91, the rookies. 4 packs from complete sealed box. Packaged to ensure the item arrives in the same condition it is shown in the photo. I'm going to put in here, no packs have been excluded from the boxes average 2 plus. We'll just put plus. I don't know exactly what it is. Michael Jordan cards per Michael Jordan cards. Okay, so let me back out here a little bit so I can see. Put Michael Jordan in for player. Let's see. Condition. Got a title here. I'll just put on here. From a sealed box. There we go. And then pictures. I'll put pictures on here later. I'm using my phone to work as my overhead cam here, so I'll just create draft listings on these and then put pictures on here later. Auctions. There's nothing wrong with doing auctions, and definitely if you just want to get stuff sold, like, what the hell just happened? Why did it just ruin my description? Oh, I know why. I think. Damn. I gotta redo that. I'll do it real quick. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to do buy it nows for these. I'm not going to do an auction. Definitely if you want to like just sell stuff quickly, auction's the best way to go. But I don't typically get in much of a hurry. I normally do buy it nows. Let's see, price $19.99. Allow offers. No, I'm not going to on these. I really can't go much lower. By the time I put in $3 or $4 for shipping, then I really haven't, and then fees and everything, I really haven't made anything. So package weight, I'm just gonna put 4 ounces in for now, and then 6 by 6 by 4. Listing preferences. Save for later. All right. Got our first draft set up. So those I will. Those I will take some pictures of and set those listings up pretty soon. There we go. And list an item. So with these, I'm gonna make some lots. But again, I'm just setting up drafts here. So I'm just creating a draft listing. Like for instance, I've got a bunch of these Chipper Jones rookies. So I don't know what they go for, like a couple bucks a piece, maybe 4 or 5, maybe, I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Bunch of Griffey stuff, Bo Jackson, Roger Clemens. There's another one. That's the Stadium Club Chipper rookie. And I've went through these, like, these are not necessarily gradable. Bunch of Joey Votto rookies. But I will list that. Like, I'll list them as near mint or near mint plus or something like that. I just kind of, like, don't expect these to be a PSA 10. But also, like, providing good photos is essential. Like, I don't even look at people's listings that don't have good photos. Like, I don't even care how cheap it is, because even if all I'm looking, I mean, I guess all I'm looking for is like standard base cards, but I just feel like it's just asking for trouble dealing with people that like don't even put up good photos. It's not that hard to do. And I would recommend like doing full, like, square overhead photos, and like take them out of the sleeves, top loaders or whatever, and do a good close-up overhead photo of the front and the back. Like, you don't have to, but the better photos you take, the less mystery there is, the better chance you're going to get. Like, you're going to get a better price, and you're going to have less trouble with people. Hi, Joey Lakers. Thanks for being here. You're just, like, you don't want to invite issues into your eBay business or whatever. Like, and I feel like, you know, if you don't provide a good photo, then you have no proof of what the condition of that card was before you sent it out. Like, it's just trouble waiting to happen, really. So I tend to, it's just better all around. Just do good photos. The other thing is don't, like, I think it's a bad idea to misrepresent cards. And what I mean by that is a lot of times you'll have people selling, like, maybe they're selling a, for instance, a 2018 Colin Sexton, but in the tags, in the descriptions, they put Luka Doncic, right? So somebody's searching for Luka Doncic, and there's this Colin Sexton card that comes around along. To me, that just turns me off. Like, I don't appreciate that. It just messes up the waters, and I think it's cheap, and I'm less likely to buy from somebody that employs that kind of tactic. So just keep it on the, best things, just keep it on the straight and narrow, and that's normally gonna be your best bet. So we'll go with these Chipper Jones rookies. I'll probably, I don't know how many I'll have by the time this is all said and done, but what do I got now? 8 of them. So I could do two 4-card lots. Let me see what these are selling for. Oh, shit. Just 92 Topps Chipper Jones. Oh, this... Okay, I'm still on this guy's page. And, like, this is how I price everything. I just go into the sold listings. Is that not 92? Oh, that's 91. Okay. I just go into the sold listing, see what stuff's selling for. Let's see here. Sold. So $2 shipping. That one's pretty off center. I don't know what the... So yeah, it looks like they go for somebody paid $5.95 for that one card. You know, there's one that went for $10. That's weird. $1, 99 cents plus $3.95 shipping. eBay likes it if you provide free shipping. If you do free shipping, eBay likes it. Who's a good player to invest in that is cheap? Joey Lakers. What are you looking for? Like basketball, football, baseball, modern, vintage. Let me know what you're looking for, and I'll kind of let you know where I'm coming from on that. Where was I? Basketball? Modern basketball? Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram. Who else did I see? Keldon Johnson has taken off this year. Is done pretty well at the beginning of the year. It's surprising. And I saw a lot of links for Keldon Johnson, or a lot of stats for Keldon Johnson that kind of just opened my eyes to him. His true shooting percentage is really high. Keldon Johnson was 2019 class. He's one I've been looking at a lot more. So that's not right. Okay, hold on a second here. He must have had like one really good game and one really bad game this year. No? What was I looking at that got me going on Keldon Johnson? I don't know. I think it was his true shooting percentage. Yeah, it is. It was. Because last year, even though he didn't have a lot of minutes last year, that's what it was. Keldon Johnson didn't have a lot of, so he had 17.7 minutes per game. So you'd average about double that as a starter and average 9.1 points. So right there in his rookie year, had he been getting 34 minutes, he would have been right around 20 points. But his effective field goal percentage was 67%. I mean, it's not like he's not shooting. I mean, it's 17 minutes per game over 17 games. So, you know, averaging 3 out of 5 field goal attempts, which for a, you know, I mean, he's a 6'5" small forward. It's not like he's just standing up under the basket. 60% from the 3, like, that's pretty good. He hasn't done very well this year. But, you know, I'm just kind of watching him. RJ Barrett has come out and kind of looked more like what he was supposed to at the beginning of the year here. Averaging 18 points a game over 2 games. 33% from the 3. 43% field goal shooting. Let's see here. He had 26 points in the in the opening game, not the home opener, but the opening game against Indiana. 26 points, 5 assists, 8 rebounds. In the second game, he had 10 points, 4 assists, 6 rebounds, and had more minutes. Dang. Come on, RJ Barrett. I don't know. 2 for 15 from the field. Wow. That's how quick it changes. Like 26 points in the opening game in 34 minutes. Comes out and shoots 2 for 15. I don't know if this guy's got like a choke. Like he just doesn't deal with success very well or what. But like how are you 6'6" and you shoot 2 for 15? I don't understand that. Well, anyways, but that's basketball. Newer cards, Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram. I just like Brandon Ingram. It's just because his stats have gone up, like year after year they've gone up, and he's to the point now to where he's getting into that elite level as far as stats. So last year he averaged 24 points a game, which is up from 18 points a game the year before, which was up from 16 points a game the year before, which was up from 9 points a game the year before. And if you look at like, it's not just that his minutes have gone up. Like his field goal shooting has gone up. It went down a little bit from 2018 to 2019. But, you know, right now he's 50% from the 2, 18 and 19. And he was 39% from the 3 last year. And I just feel like this year, like what I saw in preseason from Brandon Ingram, like he didn't put up much as far as numbers in preseason. But he just scored whenever he wanted to. I just felt like he was a guy that just felt like he could score anytime he wanted to. So, yeah, I still like Brandon Ingram. I'm definitely doubling down on Brandon Ingram. My top 5 basketball preseason picks were Chris Middleton, Duncan Robinson, Bam Adebayo, Colin Sexton, and Brandon Ingram. And all those guys have gone up. Of course, the market's gone up. Season started, so. But definitely, like Chris Middleton, Duncan Robinson, and Colin Sexton have outperformed what was expected of them. And so their stuff, like Chris Middleton's 2012 Prisms, which I think a lot of people thought I was crazy when I was talking about Chris Middleton. But like he's out of 2012 Prism. 2012 Prism is the first year Prism. It's always going to be valuable. It's super low population. Chris Middleton is not a scrub. Like he was averaging 20 points a game before this year, which is not like that puts you in the top. It puts you easily into the top 50 players in the league. You know, easily into probably the top 30. It's not, you know, it's not amazing, but it's definitely not bad. But he's out of 2012 Prism, and I just felt like Drew Holiday was really going to make an impact on his game, and I feel like he did. So we'll see. It's still really early, but Duncan Robinson tied the Christmas Day record for most 3-pointers in a game. And Colin Sexton, he's averaging like 30 points a game. Not quite, but pretty close. But yeah, so Brandon Ingram, I mean, Colin Sexton, if he averages 30 points a game this year, his stuff's still super cheap. Brandon Ingram stuff I feel like is super cheap. Because I think he's gonna, I mean, it's just 47% field goal shooting this year. 50% from the 3 this year. Oh my gosh. You're not talking about a guy that's going to be your generational talent type player, but there's still a lot of room in his rookie cards for growth. A lot of room. And that's what I look for. Like I don't care if it's the best player in the league. If they give me 300% return on investment, if they've got that potential, then I'm all about it. So, I think I think Duncan Robinson's stuff's still cheap. I bought a cut like 5 or 6 of his Mosaic base cards on ComC for like $3 a piece, not even $3 a piece, and I think they're like $8 a piece now. He gets a lot of attention. He gets a lot of interviews, and I mean, guy shoots lights out from the 3. You know, he's gonna get a lot of attention. So. I'll try to think of some other people. That I would watch for. Let's see. Start listing this Chipper Jones. Chipper Jones, 1991 Topps Chipper Jones, number 333. Let's see here. 333. And these are all like, I would just put these near mint. NM, that just means near mint, which is just like near mint is an 8. So I'm just gonna put near mint or better. I think near mint's a 7. No, I don't think I'll sell one like this. I think I'll just create my own. Like new. Good enough. Mint or better. Let's see, year 1991. I'm just going to put in here, probably not. Actually, I'm going to sell these in lots. So I'm going to set up lot. We'll just set them up as lots of 4. And then when I actually go to sell them, I'll adjust that if I need to. But for right now, we'll just do a lot of 4. Or better, probably not. PSA 9 or 10 condition, but good, solid cards. Good enough. Condition is like new. Not gonna put that on there because that just looks cheap. Shipped USP first class, USPS first class. That's probably going to change. I'm going to take that off of there because I'm setting these up to take advantage of that eBay standard envelope shipping rate. But that is not an option yet. It's supposed to go live at the end of this month. Jesse, can you go over how you determine shipping fees when listing an item, or is $3 to $4 a standard? So it's all based on weight. To get the lowest USPS rate, so first class shipping is up to a pound. I would recommend getting a scale if you're going to do a lot of shipping. Like, you pretty much need a scale, unless you're doing flat rate, but you can't do that on little stuff. So they're cheap. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. This is the scale that I use. Get a scale that has 0.1 ounce increments. This one has a battery. I don't think I've ever used it off of the charger, but yeah, so let's see. We'll just do 4 of those in Toploaders is 1.4 ounces. So what I would do is after a set, or like, I would probably figure out what my weight's going to be with packaging and everything. But you can kind of just put in any weight in your listing. If you're, especially like if you're offering free shipping. If you're offering free shipping, you can put any weight in your listing, and then you can just ship it after the fact based on what's most economical. If they're paying for shipping, then you want to somewhat overestimate what the weight's going to be. Now, like I said, on that eBay standard envelope, there's specific requirements as far as it has to be 4 cards or less, total value of less than $20, less than 1/4 inch thick. You can only use really a standard envelope size down to like 3.5 by 5 inch envelope, and then I think the weight goes up to 3 ounces. So like you saw there, these like 2 cards in Toploaders is less than an ounce. So I would say for an ounce or less, that's like 51 cents with that new standard envelope tracking, which is less than a stamp. That's super cheap. And then it goes up to 91 cents for like 3 ounces, between 2 and 3 ounces probably. I don't know how it's scaled exactly, but that's what I'm guessing. And so these, let me look on Amazon for just a postal scale. Yeah, so they always change the names of these. Huh. They do not have the specific one that I use anymore. They should. Why would they not? I would say the way that works is like somebody probably commissioned some factory in China to make this scale, to make like 10,000 units of this specific scale. And then they just put a random brand on there. So it's probably called Fusion or something now. I don't know. I don't see one that's like the one that I use. Let me look on eBay. I really like this one. Yeah, this is the one I use. $9.99. $19.99. I don't know if I'd... So... I don't know if I'd buy a used one, though. Why do they not have them on Amazon? This is a good scale. These will do the same thing. $19.99, $23.85. Let's see. These don't have much for options right now for scales. Sorry, I thought the display was up. But yeah, definitely if you're going to do much selling, you probably need to get a scale. They're pretty cheap. I mean, like I say, 20 bucks.
And you want in 0.1 ounce increments. So Accutech all-in-one, up to 50 pounds, battery or corded, digital shipping, postal scale with arc adapter, silver. Yeah, so copy. It's probably a pretty good one. Looks like it. What?
So that's the scale I use. I will drop a. I guess they don't make this one anymore, like I say. But I'll drop a link to that one I was looking at. Pretty cheap, but it's kind of, yeah, it's definitely something you want if you're gonna sell much on eBay. And taking into account, like, you might like mock up, like, if you're not going whatever shipping route, whatever packaging route you're going with, like, package it up as if you're gonna ship it, and then weigh it, and kind of add for, like, you got to put the label on there, like little stuff. Like, I think like one sheet of paper weighs like 0.1 ounces. Okay, so it doesn't add a whole lot, but if you go over like a certain amount, they will charge the recipient, so like the person that it's being shipped to, the extra postage. They won't ship it back to you. They'll still ship it to them. They'll just charge them for it, which isn't a huge deal. Like, you can still reimburse them for it. It's just like, it's not something you want. You don't want to overpay for shipping, but also you don't want to underestimate. You just want to get it right. So, like I say, mock up when you're making your listing or whatever, or like after you've sold it and you're like printing off your postal label. Like, what I'll do is I'll print off the shipping receipt, and then I'll package everything up, close it up, put it on a scale. Like, the only thing that's added to that is the postal label itself and the tape to put it on there. So it should be within 0.1 ounces at that point in time. And the scales are pretty close. So, and then I will put in my specifics and I'll print my postal label. That way I'm not paying too much, but I'm also putting enough on there to where they're not charging the recipient for that. Jesse, can you talk about eBay fees? Like, how much do they take from each sale? Also, I heard they take a cut from all your sales every month. They take 10%. They take 10%. And then PayPal takes 3%. But eBay is now, like, kind of forcing people to go through them for managing payments. So you can still use PayPal, but it's going to go through eBay. Like, your payments used to just go through PayPal. Well, now eBay is standing in the middle and saying, I don't know how that's going to work. I can't imagine that it'll be more than what PayPal charged unless you use eBay and PayPal. But even still, like, it's probably not going to be much of a difference. But yeah, 13%. Up to this point in time, like, eBay pretty much always charges 10% on your completed sales, and then PayPal will charge 3%, and I would say it'll stay pretty close to that going forward. Raymond, I just started selling on eBay. The fees are nuts. The fees are a lot, and I get so sick of seeing people selling stuff on Instagram and like Facebook and stuff like that.
and asking like the same as what stuff's selling for on eBay, like you should be asking at least 10% less if you're selling through a platform like that that's not taking fees. At least 10% less. Most people, like most of the stuff I see people selling on Instagram and Facebook, they're asking more than what stuff sells for on eBay. So, like, which is just, I don't get that. Like, why waste your time looking for that one person who you can kind of, it's almost like you can take advantage of. Like, that's silly. Just, the fees are crazy, but it's simple. And you save a lot in shipping. Like, eBay shipping rates are a lot less than if you just go to the post office to ship something. Raymond, what do they take when you revise a listing? They shouldn't take anything. They shouldn't charge you anything when you revise a listing. Or like when you, like if something doesn't sell at auction and you continue it, like you relist it again, they shouldn't take anything. There's sometimes, like, unless you're promoting a listing, then they'll take an extra fee or whatever, and they'll define that as to what that is. And then certain things. So like if you do an auction for, I think, less than 5 days or more than 10 days, they will charge you a fee for that, or like a flat fee or something like that. Different little things like that. Like, I very rarely run into issues where eBay will be charging me extra fees. But definitely just for revising a listing, or like, depends on how you revise it, like what you put into it. But they shouldn't be charging you anything just for revising a listing, or just for like relisting an auction or something like that. Let's see here. Jesse, when you charge shipping, is that part of your profits? Okay, so no. I don't like, I think what you mean is when people charge shipping, like that they're charging more than what it actually costs to ship the item. Like, are they accepting that, considering that a part of their profit? Like, maybe some people would be. I definitely would not. I would take, I mean, if you're doing free shipping, then you've got to be really careful about what you, like how much, that make sure that you know how much it's going to cost to ship that item. Now, if you do free shipping, I think the fee is for the entire lot. Like, you're charged, so basically your shipping's rolled into that. So if I was charging $80 for something with free shipping, and I had $10 in shipping and handling, like, I'm paying that 13% on that $80. But I think if I sold it for $70 plus, plus shipping, and had the buyer pay for the shipping, then I think they would only charge you that 13% on the $70. I don't know that for sure, but that's something I've been wondering lately. But here's the thing, is like, free shipping is part of fast and free. So your listings are going to rank higher on eBay if you offer fast and free. So if you offer less than 2 day or less, I think, or maybe it's 1 day handling time. I think you can only go 1 day handling time, up to 2 on sports cards. It's up to 2 weeks free returns and free shipping. If you have that, then you qualify. I'm pretty sure if you have all 3 of those things, you qualify for fast and free, which will show up on your listing, and that will get you to rank a lot higher on the listings. eBay really likes you. If you want to get top seller status down the road, like, you have to have, I think it's 100 sales every year, every calendar year, to have a top seller rating, and for that to show up on your icon or whatever. Like, you have to have so much of that. First of all, you have to have like no negative reviews, and you have to have so much of a percentage of your sales have to be in that
like fast and free, or like you have to meet a certain percentage of your listings have to meet certain requirements when it comes to that. So I've just always offered free shipping. It's only been recently that I've kind of thought about, am I getting charged a bunch of fees on all the shipping that I'm paying for people? And it's like, yeah, probably, but I don't think I would have done anything different. Shipping normally takes up a pretty kind of a small amount, you know, unless you're getting that under $20, or especially like right now under $10. If you're selling something for $10, unless you're shipping it in a plain white envelope without tracking, then your next lowest option until they come out with this eBay standard envelope is $3, $3 for first class with tracking. Let's see here. Turn auction off. For these Chipper Jones, I'm just going to put in. Just going to put in $14.99 for now. We'll just leave it at that. Save for later. So go through and put in, make up these draft listings and put in basically a starting point. And then when I go to actually list them for sale, then I'll make the corrections. Let's see here. All right. So I'm going to list some of this basketball stuff. I would probably try to keep like the same cards. I know I had more than 2 of these. Must have done something with them. But anyways, try to list, as best I can, try to list lots of the same card, multiples of the same card. So here's a Fleer 95, 96. Shaq double, what is this called? Double. That's a pretty good card. Actually, I think these go for pretty good money. I need to look that up. Hold on a second here. Oh, maybe not. I thought those went for more than that. Weird. All right, we're going to hold those to the side for now. When in doubt, just wait. A lot of this stuff, like Shaq stuff's always going to go up. I just can't keep everything. It's like I know Shaquille O'Neal's not going to go down in value over the next 10 years. But I just can't keep everything. Or I would find it very odd if that happened. Let's see. Got a couple Iverson Ultra rookies. And a lot of this stuff's just stuff that I've bought that I'm not going to send in for grading, so I'm going to go ahead and sell it. And that's kind of the cycle, is buy, evaluate stuff that you can send in to get graded, and then sell everything else. Dang, that one went for $7. It doesn't look that good from here. Yeah, these ones I've got look way better than that. It went for $7. Also, the other thing is, if you're posting pictures, post on a dark background. It's just more of transparency. Like, if something's posted on a white background, then I can't tell what the corners look like. Like, if there's whitening on the edges or the corners. And a lot of people, I know for a fact, that's why they post on a white background, is so you can't tell. And so I just usually ignore that stuff. This is better, but still, like, if you go to, I don't know if this is actually on a background or if it's a scan. That's a scan. Like, that's a reproduced black background. If you actually have a physical picture, pictures are always better. Well, for the most part. So, like, here is this card on a dark background. If you have a really good condition card, you definitely see how easy it is to tell the edges and the corners, like what the condition of this card is as far as edges and corners on a dark background. You can even see the fingerprints down there, which isn't a big deal, but it's definitely a lot easier to tell on a dark background. And, like, I'm not all about, like, guessing. Like, I want to know as best I can, because it's hard enough to find cards. So you end up going through a lot of different listings, and I'm not going to be, like, just spending a bunch of time guessing at, these cards in Toploaders, or cards on a white background, or blurry images. Like, I'm just going to roll on. Like, I'm not even going to take that card into consideration, because it's a waste of my time to try to sit there and look at it and guess. I know this card is probably going to grade about a 7, maybe an 8. I can look at it for 5 seconds and tell you, there's a little corner whitening, there's a little edge whitening. That card would probably grade an 8, depending on the centering. It looks a little off center top to bottom, maybe, and maybe even left to right. Yeah. So maybe a 7, but at least it's easy for me to look at it. And otherwise, like, cards that are on steep angles like this is another thing. Like, a card that's on a steep angle like this, like, I can't tell what those top corners look like. Even if it was on a dark background, it's going to be really hard for me to tell what those top corners and that top edge looks like. So I'm probably going to ignore that. I would say, especially in basketball, like, baseball's a little better. It's just a more well-defined hobby. It's a lot of people that have been in it for a long time. But in basketball, I would say 75% of the stuff that I search out, I don't even look at. Like, I just pass right by it, because it's a waste. Like, if I don't know why, I'm not gonna put the money into it. Just to guess, just to take a chance and see what it comes back as. Unless it's something like a higher dollar card that's just really cheap. That would be the only thing. You take the chance of, if it comes back in a decent condition at all, then, it's worth it. So, but for the most part, just take the card out of the sleeve and the top loader, put it on a kind of a dark background, and take a direct overhead shot. This is really good. This is about perfect, and it's super easy. Like, guy's just got his phone out, super easy to do. Gives you a good, like, no bones about it. Like, this is the condition. He's got a front, he's got a back. Like, it's easy. You don't need any special equipment. That's perfect. Like, I can look at that and decide what I think that card's worth. A lot of these, I can't decide because I don't have the information. Gosh, that guy's a badass. Have you ever seen a guy that was more of a badass than Allen Iverson? Hoyas. Love it. Gotta love it. I don't even want to sell these. But I'm going to. Lot of 2. Let's see here. Lot of 2. Number 82. Go. Go, 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 go. Go. Yeah, so as far as profits, like right now, packaging's not free. Like, I would probably put in $1 for whatever envelope or box or whatever you're shipping it in. You're going to be able to reuse stuff. But for the most part, yeah, I would put in $1 for packaging, whatever you're using. And then 13% for fees. So if it's $20, ending sale price, you've got $1 for packaging, 13% for fees would be $260, and like right now it's $3 shipping. So you're looking at $660 off the top. You would end up with $13.40 off of a $20 sale. So once this new standard envelope comes into play, if it's less than 4 cards on that $20 sale, then that would be, you're saving $2 at least in shipping. So it's $15.60. It's better. That's better. And some categories are different. Like it's not necessarily 10% in every category on eBay's side. And like I said, I don't know, with eBay managing payments now, I don't know how that's going to change. It was always 3% from PayPal, but we'll just see. But yeah, that's all, that's how you figure out like what your profit is going to be. If you put good photos in, then you can definitely see photos for condition. If you put bad photos in, then that's just annoying. If somebody puts terrible photos in and their description says see photos for condition, all they're trying to do is cover their butt and say like, well, I didn't say it was great. Like, I put see photos for condition because everybody thinks that they can like not accept returns, but you can't. Like, you have to accept returns. Like, eBay will just like charge you. Like, you can put I don't accept returns, but if like it's not advertised correctly,
or if it's just, you know, not described as being damaged or whatever, you know, then anybody can return it, and eBay will just charge you. So it's best just to be transparent and honest about everything, and it just makes it easy. I'm just gonna put that in it. This one in at $19.99 for now. I wonder what this card PSA 9 sells for. I'm gonna look. Dang, this card sells pretty good in a PSA 9. So, anyways, all right, let's see. We'll just leave the shipping the way it is. Save that one. Let's see here. Got these 3 Shaq Classic rookies from '92. So I'll go ahead and list them. I don't know what they're selling for right now either. I don't know what anything's selling for. I know what it is when I buy it. That's about it. I don't keep until it's time to sell it. I don't really pay attention to what it's selling for. Shaquille. And this is number 1. Number 1. All right. So, yeah, these are selling for a couple bucks a piece, which is pretty much, I think I bought them for $1 a piece. These are in pretty good shape. I'll just put all 3 of them on here for $9.99. To start with. A lot of 3. Number 1. And near mint or better. Go. Jesse, you got some stuff to do, so you got to go. All right, buddy. Well, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Have a good evening. Maybe next time I'll remember to turn my mic on. Let's see here. Card attribute, rookie. y'all watch James Harden last night? Put up 44 points and 17 assists. I'm gonna get some, stir the pot a little bit here. James Harden reminds other NBA teams why they should trade for him. He put up 44 points and 17 assists, but check this out. He put up 44 points and 17 assists, shooting 54% from the field and 46% from the three. Excuse me? That's ridiculous. Like, Luka put up 32 points the other night, but he was shooting like 32% from the three and like 46% from the field. This is another level performance, and it looked like, you know, it wasn't that hard for him. They got beat. I mean, the Trailblazers beat them, but not by much. And John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins were out because of COVID or whatever, or maybe they just didn't want to play with James Harden because they're mad at him. But I doubt it. Apparently, they had some type of COVID precaution. Raptors are among the teams rumored to be interested in acquiring James Harden, but Michael Grange of Sportsnet believes DeMar DeRozan might be a better fit. Whatever. Anyways, I thought it was interesting. I like watching James Harden for sure. All right, got those in. Got these two Shaq rookies. These are both from 92 Fleer base. They're in pretty good shape, but they're not quite, I don't know. They're not quite worth sending into grade, I don't think. I almost want to look at these again. Gosh, they're in good shape. This one's a little off center. This one's a little off center. They're a little off center. So they could come back a 9. But I'm probably just going to sell them. But I guess he had 2 cards in this set, number 401 and number 298. Because these are both from 93 Fleer. So Fleer 92, 93. And a lot of times, like, some sets, like it'll be 92, 93 season, it'll say 92 on the back. And some it'll say, like down here, it'll say 92 on the back, and some it'll say 93, and it's just whenever they release that product or whatever. So it's from the same season. So they're both, Shaq will have rookie cards from cards that say 92 on the back of them and cards that say 93 on the back of them. It just depends on when they were released. Great condition cards. A little off center. Otherwise, very sharp. Let's see. I don't even know what these are selling for. Fleer. Couple bucks. Isn't that crazy? That card sells for $350 raw and $150 in a PSA 10. They're just hard to get in a PSA 10. You can do it though. $46 and a 9. So, like, it's a worthwhile endeavor. Like, just buying a bunch of these cards raw, or buying, like, I wonder how much a box of 92 Fleer goes for. And what the, so I will look at, if I'm trying to get a PSA 10, I want to know what the boxes go for. Series 2, lot of 9 for $20. That's pretty good. That's Fleer Ultra. Okay. So regular Fleer is going for about the same. 91, 92, 92, 93. Series 2 factory sealed boxes are going for $80. Fleer Ultra. Fleer 92, 93. Again, 36 packs. $80 plus $13.60 shipping, so $93.60. Let me see here. Is this not a series like? This is series 1. Pretty sure. It doesn't say that on there, but pretty sure this is series 1. Pretty sure they had a series. This says 264 card basic set. No, that's not right. Series 1 might. It's 264 card basic set. So Series 1 might have been 264 cards, but I know the whole set is more than that. So TCDB, Trading Card Database, 1992 Fleer Basketball is where I would go. 444 card set. This set design also used for 92, 93 Fleer Drakes and Fleer Tony's Pizza. So look out for those. Fleer Drakes and Fleer Tony's Pizza. Let's see here. Rookies. Alonso Mourning. Latrell Sprewell. Oh, Jaren Jackson Sr. I always think that's cool when I run across somebody's dad that's current, like Fernando Tatis or Pat Mahomes, or like Jaren Jackson or Christian Leitner rookie. Shaq number 401. I thought there was a Shaq number. What is this? 401 and 298. So is this a different? Wait a second. Let me look at the main checklist. Because this 298 is a slam dunk contest. So I need to look at number 298 to make sure this is the same set. I know it is. But I guess they don't consider that a rookie card because it's a slam dunk contest card. $298, Shaquille O'Neal SD, slam dunk. Okay. So why does that box say that it's a 264 card basic set? So that probably doesn't include like All Stars and Slam Dunk, I guess. And they just weren't broke up from sets. So 36 packs in a box. How many cards are in a pack? That tells me I would probably get one Shaq, like one of each of these Shaqs out of a box. So why are people buying this box for $80? I mean, they sell all right in a PSA 10, but even if you buy them out of a box, you're not getting that great of odds of getting a PSA 10. That's weird. Sometimes people will just buy these to break them down into packs and sell them that way. Just gonna put $10. All right. Next. Let me know what questions y'all have, or anything you want to look up, or anything you want to see. Like, I'm here for you all. Let's see. These Will Clark rookies I'm going to put up. Definitely some of these Bonds rookies. I'm holding these. Like, I won't list those Bonds until getting close to the Hall of Fame results. Here, Griffies, probably not selling the Griffies. I don't know. Like I said, it sucks. There's not a lot that I want to sell right now. But you just can't keep everything. Billy Ripken. The F face bat. That's what's blacked out there. Story is that's how he knew what bat was his. That he wrote that on his bat so that when he was getting it to go up to the batting box or whatever, to the on deck circle, he knew which bat was his. And he wrote F face on the end of his bat. And so when he went to take the picture, he didn't think about it. He just grabbed his bat and went up there. I think I'll list those two Jeters. I've got these Joey Votto. Gosh, Joey Votto's a good hitter. A good, like, modern hitter. Like, I think Joey Votto hit like 400 for one season or half a season or something like that. It was crazy. This was the first like short print card. there was a regular version of this card, and then there was the George Bush Mickey Mantle version, where they have a picture of George Bush and a picture of Mickey Mantle superimposed in the fans in the bleachers and in the dugout. So this was different than the regular card, and it's like the first short print version of a card. Now in baseball you see short prints all the time. They're just a little different. But this was like the first one. They sell pretty well. I had like 4 or 5 of these, and at least 2 of them I've got set aside to send off to be graded, because graded in a 10 they sell for 150 or something like that. These were huge when this card came out, which I think this is 2007. Yeah. When this card came out, it was like the first short print, and people were just going crazy. They're like, oh my gosh. Like, they'd never seen anything like that before, really. Not on purpose. Like, you see error cards where, like, something unintentional would make a card desirable. But to see something intentionally put in there that's different from the base set and more rare, like, that was new. But here we are 13 years later, and they do it all the time. So, go ahead and list those. 2007 Topps Derek Jeter. What is this called? Bush Mantle. SP Bush Mantle. List. Let's see what these look. You can't go over $20 with these eBay standard envelopes. So, 2007 Topps Derek Jeter Bush. Here, let me show y'all. 2007 Topps Derek Jeter Bush Mantle. So that's a pretty good search term. PSA 8. We want to go for sold listings. So $5 raw plus $3 shipping, $8 raw. Oh my gosh! The PSA 10s of these are going for $3. Somebody paid over $300? What? They were not going for that much 2 months ago. I don't think. Wow. Huh. So that one's, what in the world? $369. This has always been a big card. SGC 9.5 went for best offer. Listed at 100. A PSA 8. So that's really, you know, the great thing is, if I think I've got a chance, I need to look at these a little harder. No, this one's an 8. Yeah, go ahead and sell these raw. But I've got some other ones that have probably come back pretty strong. $300. Let me see here. Just put in PSA 10. I had no idea they were going for that much. 300. There's a best offer for less than 250. 325, 237. These are all over the place. Of course, this is a month apart. So from 237 to 325, and these are probably pretty rare. I'm going to go ahead and pull up PSA and see how many of these are out there in a PSA 10 or any format, really. 2007 Topps baseball. Let's see, number 40. Derek Jeter. Oh, wait. What? So they have just the number 40 Bush Mantle. Wait. No, they have number 40 no Bush Mantle. Wait, which is more rare? They have the regular Bush Mantle, the first edition, the copper, the gold, the red back. Weird. I didn't know all this. So the regular Derek Jeter Bushmantle, there's 152 PSA 10s out there. The one with no Bushmantle, there's 97. Weird. I did not know that. Oh my gosh. Where was... Hold on a second here. I did not know that. For sure did not know that. Let me look at the stuff that I have to send off to grading. Bear with me for just a second here. I had no idea that those were going for that much. I thought the last time I looked at those Bushmantle PSA 10s, they were going for like $150, which I think they were. I don't even know. I had these set aside in my like fourth, like I've got four, I don't even know. I've got like 5 or 6 sets of cards that I have set aside to go to grading. And then once I start sending it stuff out, just every month I'm going to send some out, but I'm just kind of waiting to send everything off. It's just one of those things, like you keep coming up with stuff that you want to send out. I just got to start. So I've got 2 that I was going to send out for grading. The centering on both of them is really good. The only question would be, yeah, the corners aren't perfect on them. They're probably going to come back 9s. But if so, like, that's cool. I think the 9s are selling pretty well. The Bushmantles, there's 569 9s. That's pretty low. I can't believe those 10s are going that high, though. See, back in October, they were $200. No Bushmantle was $100. And the Bushmantles were $200. But yeah, that's what I thought. See, like, beginning of October, the Bushmantles were $135, and now they're over $300. Gosh, that's nuts. Why? Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any doggone sense. I mean, they are somewhat rare. They're not super rare, though. And there's 100 of them. I was looking at... I'm going to try to make a video on 1971 Topps, because that's like my favorite set ever. And they're super rare and good condition. And so, and this is how rare they are. So I was going through looking at stuff to buy coming up here in January. Just common cards in that set that are in good condition are really, really valuable. So it's a 752 card set. And out of that set, I went through all of them. 85 cards have no PSA 10s and 5 or fewer PSA 9s. 80 cards. So over 10% of the set has 0 PSA 10s and 5 or less PSA 9s. And I made a list of that just so I can keep an eye out. Because if one of those comes up in a PSA 9 for sure, like, I'm going to buy it. If they come up in a PSA 8 even, like there's less than 100 PSA 8s and it's priced right, I'm going to buy it. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break. Take a 5-minute break and I'll be back. Feel free, if you have any questions, leave them and I'll address them as soon as I can. Thanks for being here, guys. I'm amazed that anybody would sit here and watch me. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Hey everybody, I'm back. While I was out there, I was thinking another card I've got that I was wanting to look at to see what it was doing was DJ Mayhew Rookies. I've got a bunch of DJ Mayhew Rookies. So it's 2011 Topps update, DJ LeMahieu. Same year as the Mike Trout rookie card. Okay, they're going for about the same, around 200. I think they were a little higher than that. Gosh, this one went for 133. They've gone down a little bit. Because, yeah, they were going for, yeah, close to 200. 221, 149. Yeah, they were over 200 for a while there. These are the parallels. So there's a diamond parallel, a cognac, and there's like a blue border, Target or Walmart, and a red border. I think the blue border was Walmart and the red border was Target. These were a lot lower. Then they went up over 200 at one point in time. Now, like that one sold 133, 173. I haven't even sent these off. So I'm planning on sending these off in the beginning of the year and then having them available towards sometime in the summer, you know. Hopefully have them back by June or July, because baseball cards usually peak in August. Almost always they peak in August, and then they're at their low in January. Now, of course, this is all dependent on like performance, how he does. If he does really good this year, and if he stays with the Yankees, or if he's at least with a competitive team, then they'll probably go up. But if he has a bad year or something, then they'll probably go down. Let's see what the word is on DJ. Will DJ LeMahieu pay for... Oh, on Wednesday, he rejected the Yankees' $18.9 million qualifying offer. Okay. So that doesn't mean he won't stay with the Yankees. He's just asking for more than the qualifying offer. Huh, that's interesting. So I think the next best option would be if he went to the Mets. But I don't know if that's really going to happen. Let's see here. So, Pete Alonso plays first base for the Mets right now. They could bring DJ in to play second. Who do they have playing second? Because they just got that big billionaire owner. And so it looks like 3 Mets who will absolutely not be back. So George Springer and Trevor Bauer are in the mix. So this guy can, he said he's willing to spend money to get a good team. Like, he wants to go to the World Series. But the Mets are not spending foolishly. They've got a multi-year plan. Looking ahead to their 2022 free agents. But it'll be really interesting to see. That's why I'm really big on Pete Alonso right now, because I expect them to have a competitive team this year. They're going out looking for people
it might be really surprising who they add to their roster. Anyways, what else do I want to list for sale? I'll go ahead and list these Jeters. Seven Tops, Derek Jeter, Bushmantle, near men or better. Create new listing like new. Let's see. Lot of, well, actually, I don't know if I want to create a lot for these. I'm just going to leave them and do one at a time. They're in pretty good shape. Like, I don't know. They're 8s. So, that said, when I decide to like put them up for sale, you know, they might bring $20 a piece. They should really, but we'll see. Year 2007. Near mint or better condition. See photos. And like I say, it'll be into baseball season before I actually list these for sale, so all this is just setting up a draft listing to have that available. And obviously I want to wait till that eBay standard envelope becomes active so that I can take advantage of that shipping savings and shipping. So we got that. Got 6 draft listings made so far tonight. Normally this would go quicker, but doing it on stream it takes a little while. So it's took us 2 hours to make 6 listings. That would probably take, I mean, a half an hour, 20 minutes, a half an hour normally. But that's okay, because this is supposed to be a teaching experience. Kind of figuring out. Got these Joey Votto rookies. These 2008 Joey Votto rookies, and they're in pretty good shape. They're not. I don't think that they're. Yeah, they're not gradable. Like, they're not going to come back in a 9 or a 10. So, they're in that near mint or better range, which is most of what I'm going to sell raw cards in. It's in that near mint or better. If they're going to come back in a 9 or a 10, I'm either going to hold them or I'm going to send them in to get graded. And a lot of stuff, like, I will set stuff up as if I'm going to send it in for grading and just set them aside, wait for either the value to go up or not. I mean, if it's obvious, you know, something happens with that player and the value's not going to be there, then I'll sell them at that point. But a lot of cards, if they're in good enough shape that they're gradable, but maybe the value's not there yet, then I'll just set those aside. I won't discount them just because of their current value. I'll just set them aside and then if the value gets up there where it's worth sending them off, where like a 9, is going for $40, and I can kind of hedge my bets there, then I'll send them off then. Not sure exactly. I've got these Will Clarks. I know they don't go for much. Like ungraded, but might set up some lots for those. I've got a bunch of these Ray Allen rookies that I've bought probably 20 of these. Well, maybe not 20 of them, but I've got a few that I'm going to send off for grading. And then I've got a bunch here that probably didn't make the cut. Although I'm looking at this one, it looks really good. Got my little magnifying deal here. I really like this big lighted magnifying lens. I don't like the smaller ones. Somebody was asking me about those, the smaller, like what I call the loop style, which is just like a jeweler's loop, like a small magnifying lens. You just have to get right up on the card. Man, why did I not package this up for grading? This card's in really good shape. Perfect centering, super white borders. I feel like I must have not looked at this, because it's for a solid 9, if not better. Yeah. I am going to put that in a card saver to send off. I think these Ray Allen rookies are way too cheap. And Allen Iverson. Like, for the population numbers, and as good as Ray Allen and Allen Iverson was. Now, Allen Iverson is going to command a premium on Ray Allen. But, like these Ray Allen rookies in a PSA 10, I think they're going for, I have to look, maybe like 150? Which isn't nothing, but it's just not, like, I don't think it's enough for a player that was as good as Ray Allen was. This is the 75th year, the 75th anniversary of the NBA. So I guess I'm expecting a lot of attention to be put on some of these guys. That haven't gotten a lot of attention lately. And there again, like, I do think a lot of people are going to be selling off their modern basketball towards the end of this season. If they've, and then, what are they going to do? Like, they could go into baseball, or they could go into vintage, and, Ray Allen and Allen Iverson, Kevin Garnett, and those guys were super exciting for somebody, that was 15 in 1998 and is, going on 40 now. So, yeah, I think I'll hold that back. It's a little off center. Like, this card is just a little off center to the right and top to bottom, but probably still good enough to get a 9. So I don't want to sell that right away.
don't know. I'm going to set these aside for right now. We'll go ahead and put these Joey Votto rookies up. See what those are going for. 2008. 2008. That's the chrome. So yeah, the regular ones that in PSA 10 aren't going for a whole lot. They were going for more. It's getting to that part of the year. Like I say, in January's kind of the best time to buy baseball cards. So yeah. Joey Votto. So raw, I've got one of those, the opening day red version. Votto. $5. Yeah, $4 or $5. So I'll put these three on there for 20 and just see where they're at whenever baseball season comes around. Ooh, X-Fractor. Lot of 2. Dang. Sure nice. So, probably going to list these, and then if y'all don't have any questions or anything like that, probably going to get off of here. If you have any questions, ask me. We'll put these up, and then probably call it a day. Three. Modern era, rookie attribute, All right. All right. I think that's it for today, guys. Thanks for being here. Hope you had a great Christmas, and I will catch you later.